a very colourful collection indeed. We'll shortly be going down to have a chat with Haley F888ROSS Ligier. Graf Racing's number 8 and the number 4 Nielsen Racing Ligier make up the car. That completes our grid. Lights are out and we are go.
Strong start there by Charlie Cruz, defending hard, coming down into turn 1, and the DKR car is really looking to make the move early. He's on the
Australian has done much of his racing so far in Japan. He's not had the easiest of starts to his Asian Le Mans Series campaign. That looks like it's a problem at 2 corners of that car. That's not a great start to the campaign.
He's hit something with that, causing that much toe in on the front and on the rear.
Yeah. So LMP3 with an interloper from LMP2 and amongst them. It won't be long before we've got the lead cars in traffic. I think we may already have that. Jim Maguire looks to try to get by, tippy-toe by.
HRT car late, gave up the position there.
Yeah, that was the mistake from the AMG driver and a bit of a bobble. The Lamborghini driver saw the opportunity to get up the inside and took it. And goes around Nick Halstead, who did not look quite up to speed there. No,
doesn't look very comfortable. You've learned in this time out on track, it's unbelievable.
And this, I guess, is where this really scores as a format for a team or a driver or a number of drivers learning, is you can employ those lessons tomorrow.
It's huge.
And next weekend, and then again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of this racing here in the Asian Le Mans Series, and particularly with the way that the races are scheduled. It's phenomenal for teams, drivers, crews, engineers, everybody, just to really gel and get this racing
do in terms of calling the order for the races at this point, something like a full course yellow coming out, is let things settle down a little, call the action as we see it on the track or on pit lane. At the moment, most of the action is on pit lane. Here is the number 8 Graf car. Car riding hard. Tony Wells in the Nielsen Racing car. That car going well. I'm guessing that's going to mean now Matt Bell for the remainder of this race.
Yes.
So 2 hours and 2 hours would be my guess for Neil.
Been doing the highlights there. I'll be just looking at the timing screens, and Kiffin Simpson has been on an absolute tear. He set his own personal best and fast. Yeah, it's wide open, it seems.
What we're seeing is battles up and down the field are becoming very significant battles for position, and that's going to be the case all the way to the flag.
It's now properly dark and tough to see. The guys will be picking out the racing line and trying to navigate their way through this 16-turn Dubai Autodrome. It's not much of the racetrack has that sort of artificial line.
No, very little,
and it's really very dependent on.
So it's professional drivers at the wheel there. So that could be an interesting one for race control to take a look at. Tougher, of course, in the darkness.
Yeah, it is.
Determine exactly who's doing what to whom, when, how, and which way they went.
Good luck with that. We're seeing a couple of
dice.
It is. Graf Racing just looking to get going again. Are they under a time stop? No. It's there.
Was that fluid that I saw on the pit apron?
Possible. This track does seem to be very hard on P3 cars.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So Nielsen Racing from a position where the number 4 car looked like, well, shoe in for the win here, and it will have.
Yeah.
That was excellently done. Brilliantly executed. And the real sadness there for Inter Europol is they did it quicker. They were 5 seconds quicker and pitted earlier.
Yeah, something's happened with that left rear, whether it's contact earlier on in the race or something happened as he left the pits, I don't know. We didn't see it, but, you know, it's just all part of endurance racing.
Yep.
But Nolan Seagull would have learned so much just from racing Neil Yarni there in this last hour or so. It's massive experience, and the brilliant thing is they can do it all again tomorrow.
Brilliant, you know, absolutely right, and that is one of the beauties of this format. It's not for everybody, it is for me. 24 minutes to go. Algarve Pro Racing now 8 seconds to the good after that rapid fire series of pit stops. We said it, we've decided those pit stops, and boy was it.
Nolan Seagull set the fastest middle sector of the race.
Yeah.
in that lap where he had the issue?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, sorry.
That's not necessarily. That's what happens with this timing system is it shows the best for the car.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But it shows
understanding what they need to do and being able to, as we've spoken about already tonight, being able to execute under massive pressure at the highest level. And this series, the Asian Le Mans series, is just going up and up and up in its level of performance, professionalism, and what it can do, the races it puts on.
Well, we got another one going here because Fabien Laverne has not given up the LMP3 win here. This is Xavier Oliveras under pressure from Fabien Laverne. We saw something that rather miscued us a little earlier with the number 9 Graf car. Now it's the number 8 and the number 29. 12.5 minutes to go. This is the battle for the lead.
Awesome. Gap is under 8 tenths.
And that, by the way, the third car in the train, the Rinaldi car, is 4th in this battle, but a lap down on them. Driver the 55, which is Locke Hanford, has been told to just watch himself on track limits at the moment. So LMP3 is not done. Without a shadow of a doubt, not done.
No, this is going to get tasty over these last 10 minutes or so, and 1 lap.
Yeah.
Is
one car, by the way, we've not spoken about that does appear to be in terminal trouble on pit lane is the 33 Herbeth car. That's the very pretty purple car. That is a long time pit stopper. No information for you on that one, but just to say that car has dropped to the bottom of the field and has been on pit lane for some time now.
Yeah. Was this? What are we seeing a change?
That is the change. That is the lead change for LMP3.
Fabien Laverne just manages to get the deal done there. And has he looked after his tyres well? He's just got a bit more performance.
Not giving it up, the Graf man. Not going to do it there.
Is he going to be able to just get it? No, I'd say that he's got that deal done. Nicely done now down into turn 14.
So Laverne, who has won a European Le Mans Series title in GT machinery, looks like he's going to be, well, in the good seats for the potential for a full points haul here tonight en route to what they hope will be an LMP3 title. V2S, what a day that would be for them if they managed to secure a position on the grid for the Centenary race at Le Mans.
Yeah, that would be extraordinary.
Another French team.
Smart move, good driving, kept it clean. Just had a pretty strong race throughout MV2S. I mean, if Nielsen hadn't had the problem, would Matt Bell be out front and away? Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I think that's our race leader, is it not?
yeah, I think James Allen just went through there. Oh no.
That was the 44 in traffic.
Yeah.
They've had a troubled evening. A couple of penalties for Nico Pino. It's been quick, but a couple of issues. I think one was track limits, another one was a pit stop penalty.
I think that James Allen and the 25 car is just eking out that the lead to over Charlie Eastwood, and it looks with a 10-second lead now. Neil Yarney, though, is only about 4 seconds back on Charlie Eastwood, so he might be mounting a bit of a challenge.
He's closing in these last minutes of the race, so Charlie is under pressure here.
And it's only going to take one little slip up with traffic.
He's dropping back as well from Jay. Would have been shooting for a podium, but wouldn't have seen the win there.
But they're in the hunt now. They really are in the hunt.
Absolutely. Algar Pro Racing then, 118 laps of this Dubai Autodrome. Take that win by almost, just over 9 seconds from DKR Engineering. The number 3 car, Charlie Eastwood, bringing that car home with the 99 Racing crew on the podium too. Another 9 seconds back. Nielsen Racing 4th on their title defence. Tomorrow could very well get there when we get to Yas Marina in just a week's time as the fireworks display lights up the night sky over Dubai. a cracking first go at 4 hours, and that discipline. 3 more to come in the next 8 days, Ollie.
I mean, it really is. It's spectacular. The series is set up so nicely. You can see a lot of happy faces down there in the cool-off room before they're going out onto the podium. And a lot of stories being swapped. This is a great time for drivers to get together and talk about all the different things that have happened. You know, going from the day into the twilight and then into the night and the challenges and the bit of traffic you've had here, maybe the contact you had there, all those bits and pieces, or maybe just a particular tomorrow night.
Let's take a moment for a couple of teams that aren't in this room that provided a lot of the entertainment today.
Yeah.
One is the Inter-Europol competition team.
Yeah.
Nolan Siegel, that was a standout drive from him, and one from Charlie Cruz as well.
Yeah.
That was cracking stuff. And Nielsen Racing, who looked set to be on the way to a win here. And a
in P3 for sure, yes.
There's our overall result. It is a win for Algarve Pro Racing, the number 25 car from D-Car Engineering and 99 Racing. So the LMP3 podium, our defending champions. It's Nick Adcock, thumbs up to Bibendum, Michael Jensen, and Mr. Ericsson. Graf Racing went well today. Looked like they could win it, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a strong car. Did
not quite get there, I'm afraid, this time, the 8 crew, but they'll be buoyed up for what may happen tomorrow. But MV2S will be rightly delighted with this.
Yeah, they did an excellent job, executed.
Fabien Laverne, Jerome de Sadelier, Slava Gutek take that win for MV2S. And the team manager will join them on the podium. Deserved win.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yes, there were some other teams that had stumbles and issues, but you've got to be there at the end to finish first. First, you have to finish.
And to present our trophies in the LMP3 category, we invite Thomas Fisher from Total Energies, number 4 product manager. And we invite him to present the third place trophies to CD Sports.
So, partners Total Energies to present the trophies for LMP3. We've been loyal supporters of the Asia Le Mans series for several seasons now. Good to see that recognised with this podium ceremony. Cracking racing as well in LMP3. But for a broken starter button, Nielsen Racing will be thinking.
Yeah.
That won't be a happy garage this evening.
It's very unlucky, very unfortunate.
And MV2S.
Got the cheerleaders here.
They will be rightly delighted with that.
Lots of happy faces there.
Like to see that.
Yeah.
Like a happy podium.
Yeah.
They've all been in a race, and they know it.
Graf don't look quite as happy.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
They chased down at the end of that race. But
it's always a tough one when you've been in the lead and you lose it with such a short amount of time. That's a tough one.
Gives them something to go away tonight and think about, where did that happen? What can we do to convert that loss? There are the points. MV2S Racing from Graf Racing, CD Sport, Rinaldi into Europol, the top 5. They're all with 10 and more. D-Car Engineering, CD Sports, number 2 car, the Graf number 9 into Europol, and RLR with WTM by Rinaldi Racing on the single point as well.